Today is the second leg of the Champions League last 16 against Paris Saint-Germain, but we didn't nearly make it here. We was nearly sacked. Hello everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome to part 28 of Fearless Foxes here on Reesy FC. It is our Leicester City Director of Football Challenge. Hope you're all doing very well, and as I've just mentioned, we have nearly been sacked in the save. We've been given 5 games to save our job, and we have to get 9 points out of them 5 games, and luckily for us we've managed to pick up 7 out of 3, so hopefully we can save the job here at Leicester City and not get sacked in our third and final season. Hopefully the board will let us see the job through. Let's show you exactly how we've been getting on since you was last with us then. So first up, after the Paris Saint-Germain first leg, we went away to Manchester United, and this was the result that actioned the board to come and have a chat with us to try and you have that meeting to try and save your job. Well, that's what we've done, and we've promised we'll try and get 9 points out of the next 5 games. So we lost 4-0 to Manchester United. It was really poor. Neres got himself injured in that game, but fortunately he's fine. He did manage to get back straight into the side. In the next game, he was fit again when we played West Ham United away from home. We won 1-0. Jamie Vardy back in the side and scoring the goal. We went there and played 4-2-4. We just went attacking and thought, you know what? After that from the board, we'll go and attack West Ham. That's what we did. It finished 1-0. Should have been a lot more, but it was a good performance. We then disappointingly drew 0-0 at home to Newcastle. Newcastle are up in 7th at this stage. They're in the Europa Conference League space. So, you know, it was a big game. We played 4-2-4 again, and we drew 1-1. It was once again Jamie Vardy up top. It was a difficult fixture, but you know what? It was a really bad game because it was like there was actually no shots for the first 35 minutes. It was mad, and then we did eventually go and score a goal in the 57th, but it didn't get much better from there. We played Crystal Palace up next away from home at Selhurst Park, and it was a fantastic victory. David Neres scoring in the 10th minute to give us the 1-0 lead. Palace then equalised their first attack of the game, it felt like. I think it was definitely their first highlight. Ritsu Doan scoring in the 42nd minute. Poulsen got another goal in the 55th, and Jamie Vardy wraps it up in the 85th. He come on and replaced Poulsen late on and scored the third, and that leaves us today with Paris Saint-Germain. So we've got our 7 points so far out of the 9, and next up out of them 5 games is a home game to Bournemouth and a home game to Brighton. You'd like to think they're both struggling. You'd like to think we will win one of them games, if not both of them. But if we have a look at the Premier League table then, I mean, it's not all bad. We're currently 9th, which isn't great, but we're only 4 points now behind the top 6 of Newcastle. So we're still in the mix of Europa League football. Hopefully we can go on a mad run and get into that top 6. I mean, the next 2 Premier League games we've got, we should be looking to win them games. But let's get straight into it today. We have the Paris Saint-Germain game. Hopefully we can get through to the quarter-final of the Champions League, and this is how we're going to play it then. It's the same, pretty much the same setup as it was in the home leg. It's Schmeichel in goal, Telles, Popov, Fofana, Tomiyasu, and Didi and Luis in midfield, Barnes, Oscar and David Neres with Poulsen leading the line. Hopefully, as I said, we get through and ease the pressure, but I don't think it's going to do much. If we get through to the quarter-final of Champions League and we don't beat either of Brighton and Bournemouth, I think we will still be sacked, unfortunately. But let's go for it then, boys. Come on. Let's get a win here at Paris Saint-Germain, or a draw. A draw will do. Technically we'll win then, because we'll win over the 2 ties. First highlights with us, Florentino Luis, back to Popov, out wide to Telles, looking for the return is Harvey Barnes, and he couldn't quite find him, and Navas comes out and claims that. And there's a big mix up here, and Oscar's got an away goal. What a mess up there for Paris Saint-Germain. I nearly took my eyes off it to go and look at some instructions or something, but I need to look at this again. Navas, did he hit it against Oscar, or was it Barnes? Navas picks the ball up. It's another mistake from Paris Saint-Germain. They're very vulnerable. It hit his own player, and it ricocheted back to Oscar eventually, and he thunders it home to make it 1-0 on the night to Leicester City, and 3-1 on aggregate. We do have our away goal, which means Paris need 2 to take it to extra time, or they need 3 to win it in normal time. But that is marvellous stuff for us. A little bit of fortune, but we'll take it. When we're under pressure, we'll take anything that comes our way. Pop-off with the free kick. Plays it into Florentino Luis. Oscar, Ndidi, back to Oscar. Coming forward now. Oscar again. He's quite influential in this game. It's probably the best 20 minutes I've seen him in a Leicester shirt. And then Barnes can't get on that ball again. It's another poor ball from Tellez. He just can't get it right to Barnes, can he? Has 2 balls he's tried. Second time it still doesn't make it. Here's Azpilicueta. Plays out wide now. Here's Neymar for Paris Saint-Germain, who's playing on that left-hand side today. Laurentino. I'm getting mixed up with Luis, but that's a lovely team goal. And Neymar slots home. Assist from Icardi. And that was like a hot knife through butter, that was. Look at this football from Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar. A little 1-2 here with Icardi. Wonderful stuff. Completely took us out of the game. Look, Florentino Luis went in on Icardi. Just couldn't get there quick enough. Little topo through to Neymar, who slots home. 20 minutes gone. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Leicester City 1. With 3-2 up on aggregate. We're going to encourage the boys here just to keep the spirits up. Don't fold now that they pulled one back. It's not the end of the world, boys. We've scored once here. We can score again. As it stands, though, we are through 3-2 up on aggregate. We're approaching half-time, hoping for no more highlights, and that's exactly, it feels like it's taken an age to get there, and there we go, we are there. We are going to say to the boys, what should we say? Make sure that's still the case come full time. Yeah, we'll say make sure that's the case, boys. We are also going to not go to opposition instructions. We are going to come onto here out of possession. We're going to use a bit of tighter marking as well, just to try and shore it up a little bit. We'll remain positive because that's what we do. We play positive football. Hopefully that doesn't bite now, and then Paris Saint-Germain go on a rampage in the second half and score lots of goals. 55 minutes gone. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Leicester City 1. Not much going on in terms of highlights-wise. We're coming to the 65th minute. We are going to make a substitution here, and I think it is going to be Evgen for David Neres. Neres is tired. He's not playing well. We'll bring him on, save his legs. We need him in the Premier League over these big games against Brighton and Bournemouth. It's mad that we're thinking of Brighton and Bournemouth when we're playing Paris Saint-Germain. It's crazy stuff. Jamie Vardy as well. I was tempted to bring on. We might leave it for now. We'll go with this and hope we can hold on to this lead here at Paris Saint-Germain. Not an awful lot happening in the second half though, which is great news for us, of course. Here we go then. Oh, don't do this to us. Marquinhos, I was happy to not have any highlights. Veretout out wide to Azpilicueta, who's out on the right-hand side now for whatever reason. William on the ball, back to Marquinhos. William again. Veretout on the ball. You've got a feeling they're going to notch it up a gear, but they're capable of giving the ball away in midfield, aren't they? And defence. Again, it wasn't fluid there from Paris Saint-Germain. It wasn't easy to get through. Telles wins the header. Marquinhos picks up the ball. I was hoping, Poulsen would get on the end of that and pick up the ball. William back to Mahrez, I didn't even know Mahrez was there. Veretout out wide, Evgen looking for the header. It's all Paris Saint-Germain. João Felix on the ball now. He puts it across. Icardi is blocked and is cleared away from the Foxes. Poulsen on the ball now. It looks like it's going to be an entertaining 15 minutes to end the game. Hopefully they don't score and it goes to extra time. We could really do without that, but hopefully we can hold on. We are going to now look to time waste a bit as well. Drop the tempo down slightly higher, and hopefully that will have a little effect. We do still have two substitutions to make, which we're going to make very, very shortly. I'm going to wait till the 85th and then stagger one late as well. So we are going to do that now. It's going to be Poulsen off, Vardy on, and we're also going to make him a defensive pressing forward. And who else should we bring on? We'll look at someone in a minute. Maybe Calvin Phillips, just to get a bit of extra steel in that midfield, because Luis and Ndidi aren't having great ones, and that's what we're going to do right now. Let's leave it for a couple of minutes. Time waste. You love this time wasting technique. We are going to bring off Luis and put on Calvin Phillips, and we'll go from there. Another defensive minded midfielder. He's a good playmaker though. Calvin Phillips just has not had any chance at Leicester City since being here. All of a sudden he's playing in the quarter-final of the Champions League, one of the biggest games, probably the biggest game of his life. 2 minutes remaining. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Leicester City 1, and João Felix with a chance, and what a save from Kasper Schmeichel, and Popov just clears it into the Leicester City fans behind the goal. We've got 45 seconds to hold on to a massive, massive result here in Paris. They're throwing the kitchen sink at us now. Veretout blocked. Ndidi, Vardy, Fofana. Come on, boys. Just hold on to the ball. And Phillips just, whatever reason, just blasted out into touch. I don't know why he's done that. Could have just played it sideways and we'd still have possession of the football. Where 3 minutes is up. Come on, referee. Blow the whistle. Schmeichel holds on to the ball. And that has got to be that now. He clears it. It's still not over here in Paris. What is going on? We're past the 93rd minute. Oh, don't tell me they're going to go and score late on. After the full-time whistle should have gone. Varatao, back to Kimpembe, back to William. This is good football again from Paris Saint-Germain. João Felix into Varatao, and it is all over. And what a win that is. Well, a draw, but what a win overall that is. No one would have expected little Leicester City to beat Paris Saint-Germain and get a draw in their own backyard. That was really special, and if that doesn't save our job, I don't know what will. It's stupid because we could now go and lose the next 2 games and be out, but we're in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Crazy stuff. And let's have a look who we've got in the next round then. Before jumping into that Champions League draw, it was a week later, so we had to play the Premier League game in between. So we had to play Bournemouth, and we did get the 2-1 victory against them. And we haven't had any confirmation from the board, but we should have saved our job now because we picked up 10 points from 4 of the 5 games, and we needed 9 out of the 5 games. So still no confirmation. Maybe they are still not happy, but it's been relatively good form for us. We're unbeaten in 5 games in all competitions with 3 victories. So let's get into the Champions League draw today then and see who we get in the next rounds. There is the Champions League quarterfinal and the semi-final draws as well. So we are going to just do the draw all teams, and Leicester City take on Inter Milan in the quarter-final of the Champions League. So it's another European giant for us. The other ones look like this: Dortmund versus Chelsea, Lazio versus Juventus, Ajax versus Hertha Berlin, and Leicester versus Inter Milan. So we'll have a look at the Champions League semi-final draw as well then. And if we draw all the teams once again, it will be Leicester City or Inter Milan versus Ajax or Hertha Berlin. So what an opportunity. If we can get through Inter Milan, we've got a great chance in that semi-final against Ajax or Hertha Berlin. Hopefully we can do it and get through. It'd be amazing to finish this off with a Champions League final, wouldn't it? But we've still got a difficult task of Inter Milan. First up, let's have a look at the schedule then. We will bring you back for that game against Inter. It's still showing as unknown for some bizarre reason, but we do know that's Inter. So these will be the next 2 episodes for you. Still no Premier League games for you, but we will play the Champions League one. So it is, first of all, the home. Is it the home? We don't even know if it's home. I assume it's the home tie against Inter Milan first, but we'll soon see. Anyhow, next episode will be the quarterfinal of the Champions League first leg. So guys, if you did enjoy that, please leave a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new here. Hit the little bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the Champions League quarterfinal first leg against Inter Milan. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.